If you need to create motion capture from simple video, I'll now present you with two options that are completely free. One of them is very new, and when I tested it, it produced surprisingly convincing and consistent results. It is my new favorite free tool in this category. So let's start with this tool. It is called PINOC, and using it is very simple. You just click on the big new button. You can click here to upload or just drag and drop your footage. There are no options to trim your video or anything like that, so edit your video before you upload. And now I can click extract and we'll have to wait a minute or two. Okay, it's done. And if we click on it, we can view the action up close. There are two people in the footage, but PINOC extracted only one. And that is what you should expect. You can only extract one person at a time. Ideally, your video should just have one person in it, but if there are more than one, then PINOC will choose one of them at random. And if you want to extract the other one, you could edit your footage, occluding the first person who is already extracted, and then perform another extraction, and you should get the second motion capture. There are some options here in the interface. You can switch to a female character, but it doesn't really matter. The motion capture will be the same. But one option that is really cool is the root motion. If it's enabled, and I think it should be enabled by default, you will get movement in space for the character. Whereas if you disable it, the character will stay in the center of the world. So this can be useful if you want to create walk cycles and stuff like that. And also because single camera motion capture is never perfect, it might be better to extract your motion capture without root motion and then edit the motion in your 3D software. This is the whole process. Now you can choose between FBX and GLTF or GLB and export your action. I'll stick to FBX. Click export, and the action will be downloaded. Then in Blender, I can just drag and drop the FBX, and here it is. It is a standard Miximo skeleton, which means that you will be able to retarget it very easily. I have a ton of videos on retargeting on the channel, and I'll leave a link to a playlist. So PINOC is pretty cool. As I said, it's my new favorite tool. If you go to my site, addons.cgdive.com, and then to mocap and retargeting and AI video to mocap, you'll see many similar tools. And recently I had an actual project where I needed to extract motion capture from an existing video, and I tried the first 5 of these tools that I gathered, which in my opinion are the best, and some of them are also paid. And at the end, PINOC was my favorite. Of course, when we extract mocap from a single video, there is some randomness, so one tool may produce better results one time, and then in another case, another tool may be better. But anyway, I think PINOC is pretty good, and it is free and unlimited. At least for now, because I spoke to the developers of this tool, and that is what they said. It is free and unlimited for now. Hopefully it will stay that way, but I just don't know. But because there is a chance that it might become paid or limited, I wanted to introduce you to another tool, which will definitely stay free forever. It is XR Animator, and the mocap it produces is okay, not as good as PINOC and other tools, but for a free tool, it's pretty cool. So this is the online version. There is also an offline version that you can download and install, but here I'll use the online one because it's simple. I'll click the start button, and as you can see, the interface is quite something. It looks like a tool for VTubers mainly, but at the end of the day, you can produce mocap with it, and it doesn't really matter what the character here looks like. So with XR Animator, you can actually capture mocap live with your webcam. But personally, I'm more interested in using pre-recorded footage, so that is what I'm going to show you. So the workflow is a bit convoluted here, but just follow along and you can do it. First, click on this button here and choose your footage and press OK. Next, double click on this button and click yes, and then double click again and click yes. And now I could choose my camera or local media file. That is the file that I just uploaded a second ago. So that is what I'm going to choose. Now I'm going to double click on this button here, and here I can choose what I want to capture. So you can actually capture your face, your hands, or everything, and that is what I'm going to do here. Of course, to properly capture face and hands, they need to be really clearly visible. But yeah, let's go with full body. And now the character will start performing the action, but we are not recording yet. To record, again, click this button here and click on record motion at normal speed. Now set the animation from the start and press the play button, and that is actually recording the mocap now. Once it's done, I'm going to press the stop button and again double click this icon here, double click again here. So I had to double click twice. This interface is quite the experience. And then I can export motion to file. So here we can choose between these formats, and the ones that worked for me are GLTF. So I'll click on it and download it, and then once more export, and I'll choose BVH as well. Now in Blender, I can just drag and drop the GLB file and import it this way. And as you can see, we've captured the same motion, but the PINOC version is a lot better. The one from XR Animator is a lot choppier and a lot more floaty. And also these bones, they are normal bones. They just have custom shapes. So if you go to viewport display and disable shapes, you'll see the actual bones. They are oriented badly, and that is normal with GLB imports. So if you want to try the BVH file, you can go to File, Import. You cannot just drag and drop it. So File, Import, and BVH. And set scale to 0.1. And then I'll choose this BVH file. So here we have the exact same motion, but the skeleton is a lot simpler. So that is what I would use if I wanted to retarget. And here is another free bonus tool for you. It's called Face Mocap, and that is what it does. It records only face mocap, although the developer said that in the future it might also include hands. But it's really simple. You just go to the site. At first, it will ask you for permission to access your camera, so you have to accept that. And here you can choose your camera if you have more than one. And once you have the camera set up, it will start capturing your face. You'll have to click record to actually record a face mocap, and whatever you say and whatever emotions you do, it will kind of capture them. This is based on ARKit facial mocap, which you've probably heard about. There is a lot of information about that on my channel. And once you're done, just click stop and save GLB. And again, in Blender, we're going to just drag and drop the GLB. And here we have the character, and as you can see, it's performing the facial motion capture. If I select the character and go to data, you'll see that it has these animated shape keys. And so to retarget this to your own character, you will need a character with the same ARKit shape keys. And you can create this in multiple ways. You could use the Faceit add-on, which is extremely streamlined, and I have tutorials about it, but that is not the point here. The point is that we can use this free software to capture ARKit face mocap. I'll link to my site where you can find all of the tools that we discussed here and additional ones. And by the way, if you scroll down here in the video to mocap category, we also have multi-camera solutions. These are more advanced mocap tools. You have to use multiple cameras capturing your motion at the same time, so it may be a little bit more difficult to set up, but the results are orders of magnitude better. And I managed to get free mocap to work, so I'm definitely going to cover that in another video. We also have a face mocap category where you'll find the face mocap add-on. I haven't edited it yet, but it will be there when the video is released, and you'll also find other tools. I hope this has been useful. Please like, subscribe, and join me in the next video.